New results from our exclusive King 5 poll reveal how a group of likely Washington voters believe the next governor should handle issues like crime, homelessness, and the cost of living. There's no incumbent in this race, so the approach to these issues will have a fresh approach from one of these candidates. Right now, Democrat Bob Ferguson and Republican Dave Reichert are the leading candidates in the race for governor. The August 6th top two primary will decide who ends up on the November ballot. We asked voters how they think Washington's next governor should address crime. We gave them a list of solutions and asked them to choose two. The top results: hire more police officers, fund more mental health care, impose stricter sentences, and fund programs to fight poverty. We discussed the results with King 5 political analysts Rob McKenna and Gary Locke.
They're not just saying lock them up and throw away the key. So I think it's a pretty sophisticated, nuanced view that voters are taking against a backdrop of saying to the next governor, this is our number one issue.
It clearly shows that the voters understand the complexity of crime, that there needs to be not just enforcement, even-handed enforcement, but also to treat the underlying causes to prevent people from going through the criminal justice system over and over and over again.
The top results from voters on solutions for the homelessness crisis include more mental health care funding, expanding drug and alcohol treatment, and building more shelters. When it comes to the cost of living, voters believe the best solutions are building more affordable housing, lowering taxes, and lowering the cost of health insurance. We spoke to candidates Ferguson and Reichert about these recommended solutions.
What I heard the most frequently from voters across the state, urban, rural, red, blue counties, wherever it was the need for more affordable housing. So in other words, meeting with Microsoft executives who want more affordable housing for their workforce coming from all around the world, to a business owner in Eastern Washington who has a restaurant in a tourist town who's had to make his restaurant open fewer hours because his workforce cannot afford to live near his restaurant that's been there for many years.
Regulations and the acquisition of building permits is so cumbersome, that it slows down the building process and actually adds about $30,000 per structure as we go forward and look at how we want to build out housing. We really need to take a look at the impediments caused by government.
The survey was conducted in partnership with the Seattle Times and UW Center for an Informed Public. If you want to see more results, head to king5.com. In the King 5 studios, Farah Jadrin.
We can also text you those results. Just text the word poll to 206-448-4545. We'll send you a link.